Another day, another guru. Today I'm going to be going over the Carson Reed and Wyatt Roderick AI agency scam. I usually mind my own business, but I keep seeing these two kids on my YouTube feed and need to make sure people know. Carson and Wyatt sell a coaching program helping people, start an AI marketing agency. They promise to help sell AI system services to local businesses and make money online. A land scraper needs to call his leads. You build an AI receptionist bot and sell it to them for $5,000. Insurance company needs marketing help. Create an AI avatar to speak in their ads and generate leads. On paper, what they're selling sounds cool. And I know people who do this, it does work. The issue is their marketing is fake. Shocker. In every YouTube video, they showcase these big revenue numbers from the computer, 163,000 made in 1 month selling AI infrastructures. They tell you that they make this money, selling AI services to local businesses. However, you may notice that the revenue they're showing you is coming from their WAP dashboard. For those who don't know, WAP is one of the newest platforms to sell coaching/courses. It's just like a new website like Kajabi, Teachable, or School that kids are using to access, courses they bought. In fact, if you look up the name of the WAP community, 100K AI agency on the WAP platform, it literally says, we helped everyday people make their first 100K online selling recession-proof AI businesses, then help them reinvest 100K to turn into a monthly occurrence, all while leveraging our US-based AI dev team to fulfill for their clients, meaning they can not only make one more, but work less than ever. AKA, we will coach you on how to sell AI services to local businesses. I have no problem with them selling coaching to others, but it's unethical to market your course sales as your money you receive from your agency clients. Because people who are buying your course assume that money came from local businesses paying for AI services. That's the only reason they're buying your stupid course. 163,000 made in 1 month selling AI growth infrastructures. That's just course sales, not revenue from their local business clients. In fact, all the revenue that they show on YouTube is just course sales. So if you watch their content and believe you're going to get rich like them, then you're fucked. By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if Carson or Wyatt or someone from their team changes their WAP name / subscription by the time, people start to catch on. So sad to see how literally 18-year-old kids starting off this professional career by scamming naive young people who just want to make money and take care of the families. Carson Reed and Wyatt Roderick needs to be better. And I want you guys to understand something. What they're doing, right, is illegal. I'm not going to say anything, but they'll probably end up like this, right? And this is why I'm exposing them, because there's not much about it right now. I had to do lots of research because, I'm in their course and it's fucking ass. Everyone's getting scammed. The value they're giving, they can literally learn it for free. And there's way better ways to learn it. And I know there's other people who are actually doing it and will teach it, right, in a way better way than they're doing than just scamming naive people, right? So when you go to his YouTube, right, instantly, right, nothing about his AI agency, and they mask it to make it look like their AI agency, but they want to book a game plan call with you, right? And of course, you got to go through some qualifying, of course, to see if they fit in with their thing. And they call with you, they see if you qualify. Most of the time, if you seem interested, they literally just take your money, those greedy little goblins. And this is how their, AI agency mastermind looks like. It looks like there's a lot of info, but in reality, like, the community is just dead, because the thing that they're doing is that they're making this large investment, and most people, right, like, the course is so bad. They have to learn so many new things on your own. And I know there's other people that are probably doing better, but there's lots of course gurus right now, especially with AI growth infrastructures, because this idea is amazing. But the people who are not ready to put in the work, right, like these lazy people like Carson and Wyatt, are the people who sell courses because they're not ready to put in the work to make a profitable AI agency. And this offer is amazing, but everyone here was complaining about, like, their course, and it's just completely awful. And I just want to go on what they're saying that their AI agency is, right? That they help businesses save 100K per year using AI, right? What they're saying that they're making right here, 100K AI agency. And one thing I want you guys to know is, in their course, this is their instructor, right? Most people in the course, like, they don't know, right? But this is the instructor, so that means everything's all together. So all his money's here. That's already one thing that already adds up, right? There's lots of things that adds up. Two, when you press work with us, right, it brings you this little form right here. And you want to know the funny thing is, you'll never receive any information back because their whole website's fake. It's just to cover up and make it look like they're actually, partnering with service-based businesses to, help them and save money with AI. But it's just like it's all a lie, right? And this is their social media, right? If they're that big, making that much money, you think they'll have more content, the Instagram, and all that? No, right? And when you press on this link, it opens up, to their old tactical consulting, which I'll get to later. But on their YouTube, I don't know if they forgot, it brings in, like, the calendar's not even here, but book your partnership strategy session and learn how we help our partners work less than ever while making $100K per month by selling recession-proof AI to businesses. So you're saying that you partner with service-based businesses to help them save and make money with AI, but in reality, why when you go on your YouTube, you're talking about, selling recession-proof AI to businesses. Exactly when you go to your course is what you're teaching people to do, right? And of course, this is like their old website. There's this thing called Wayback Machine. You can go see old past websites. A lot of people don't know about this, but this already looks super guru. I don't have to say much about this, but you can just see about them, the free courses and guides, every single course guru. I want you guys to understand it starts with the free course, right? They start scaling it up. They add all this free value in the free one, right? And they just add so much value that, like, it's just a no-brainer to spend some money to learn more, right? It's just you guys are being naive, and it's okay. I understand that, like, people want to make money, right? And I'm sad that there's gurus like this taking your money, but it happens. And I just want you guys to also see this, right? This is from January 14th, 2025. They had a testimonials page on their thing before they changed everything, right? This is how it looks like now, right? And it looks really bad, like really bad. Like, no offense. Well, yes, offensive, because if that's for AI agency, it's fucking trash. Supposedly, this is their testimonials with 250 plus happy clients and partners, right? And this is their trust pilot. I'll get to that later. But as you can see, all their testimonials are from their mastermind, from their course. All of them. So their testimonials, like they're saying right here, we partner with service-based businesses, but your testimonials are from your course. Okay? Another thing, right? This is, December of 2024, before they changed all the website. I guess they changed the idea. I don't know what they were doing, but the proof is right here, right in front of your eyes. We help everyday people make their first 100K online selling recession-proof AI to businesses. Then we help reinvest 100K to turn it into a monthly occurrence. Like I explained in the beginning, the whole idea of this, whatever, consulting with agencies, all that. But as you can see, they fund you in with the free AI agency, like a classic guru, right? All this classic guru car, spend that money that you're basically scamming people with, giving them a fake reality of what this business model really is. But, their AI agency, university, the AI agency launchpad, blueprint, all that. This is before, they started changing everything, right? And then if you go under 100K AI agency, this is the zero Trustpilot reviews about their company. It's all about the course, all surrounded about that, right? And the 1-star reviews is just, some people getting scammed from the course. Don't trust these guys. Just a fun of those high ticket offer, which is true. So that's all they're doing now. They're literally just focusing on their high ticket because that's where they're making the most money by lying to people, by showing all these big numbers, but they're just not true. And then when we go back over here, this is March 29th, right? When they started changing up the website, you can see the change. Just start faking it, but they kind of slipped up right here, right? They put fake reviews, HVAC business owner, all these fake reviews, right? And I think they caught their slippage because on February 19th, they all just mysteriously vanished, right? So as you can see, they're trying to fake testimonials, and their Carson is currently making videos to make it look like, he's actually doing these businesses, but he's just trying to prove like something that, like, he can't prove. because reality, he basically never had an AI agency and never scaled it to how he's saying he did. And now he's trying to add that value to other people. Look, this video got 21K views, right? And I just want people to see this because not much people know. And another thing, I want you guys to, he basically exposed himself in this video. So just watch this quick clip from his YouTube video.
Year and a half ago, starting my agency, then like making 20K a month at the peak of that in real estate, then like I'd say it's like four total months, maybe 3-4 total months of selling AI. Did really well in that. Just things couldn't work out. I mean, it wasn't really in my control, but that's I guess how it sometimes goes in business. And then talking to Wyatt and having this opportunity that's really crazy. I mean, I actually was really looking for something because I didn't know how long the AI thing would work, especially with who I was working with. I don't know how long it would have went. So having something that I know can be super long term, I can work on something for a year plus is.
So he just said that his offer, there's no longevity for it, which basically just means that he's a loser and he couldn't handle the stress of his AI agency, and he just wasn't. He's just not a man and couldn't go through it to actually making a real business. So, he had to go down the path of being a guru, right? 100K agency. And there's another video of Lily, I don't know why, but Lily, after a few months later, when he started doing this stuff, he literally explains his school funnel, right? I don't know why you'll do this, kind of retarded, because he literally explains how he got all this traction, how he funneled from his free to his high ticket and all that, right? Just exposing himself. And then right after that, you can start seeing all these testimonials from their students, right? And, just classic guru stuff. There's so much more info. The course is literally a fucking scam. Like, there's like no remorse for these people just lying to people, this marketing. Like, I want you guys to understand the AI growth infrastructure offer is amazing. Just do not go from these people. I don't want to like link anybody, but hopefully someone who just shows that they're actually building AI agencies, shows proof, because in their course they showed no proof of sales call, no nothing, and it was just terrible. There's lots of other things, like I feel bad for everyone who just wasted their money on that. They made a commitment for something that's literally false, right? No, he's not even making 163,000 a month. Maybe it's possible, but it's way harder than he's making it, seem. He's making it look super easy. Like you can literally do this in 1 month. You can have so much money, but it's just a lie. Classic guru shit, right? And I want you guys to keep in mind, he came from Search Guitari. I don't know if you guys know who Search Guitari is, but basically build and release offers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's also a scammer, right? He doesn't do what he actually does. But Summer of 20, they were in this course, and I guess that's where they learn how to be gurus, I guess. But stay safe, y'all. Gurus suck. And if you truly want to know AI growth infrastructures, I'm not plugging anything for me, but I want you guys to understand something. You have to see real value. You have to see real proof that they're actually building. And like all these little red flags, right? They started building up. I did my research and they just started all to add up, right? You want to look for something that's just no red flags. Like someone who's actually genuine, who's actually doing this. There's actually backup behind it, not just like trying to get you into a course, or that maybe they just want you to learn. Like who knows, right? But just don't be naive. Don't fall for these gurus. And thank you guys for watching.